You are listening to Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast with your host, Michael Peterson.
Hey everyone, Michael here with Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast, and today is February 27th, 2025, and isn't it a great time to be alive? If you haven't done so already, please hit like and subscribe, and then head on over to youtube.com/hellocupcakeitsme to check out the YouTube channel that is updated every Wednesday and Saturday, and make sure that you like and subscribe to there. Then go on over to hellocupcakeitsme.com to give the blog some love. Make sure you follow me on all the different socials, including Blue Sky and Red Note. And then check out my book, Carpe Diem Scroto, 365 Daily Affirmations, found at www.cdsthebook.com. So, yes, it is a late update, and I am sorry about that because honestly, I 100% forgot what day it is. And I just had a bunch of other stuff going on and just shit on my mind, so, so sorry. But, let's get into the brass tacks of it all. So, this weekend, I went down to Portland to go see my biological mother, most of which of you know that I have a very strained relationship with anyways, and that she has been placed on hospice care. Well, the hospice team said that she has 4 to 6 months to live, and based on what I saw of her decline from the last time that I saw her, I would say that it's probably closer to like maybe April, May. If she's still around by July, I would be surprised as all get out. As somebody who has worked in a convalescent manner and having dealt with persons who are on their way out the door, I noticed a lot of those things present in her, like the death rattle, the consistent coughing, the bed sores, the limited mobility, the fetal position, the extreme weight loss, just everything in between. And was it hard to see her like that? Yes, but did it elicit emotions outside of that of like a caregiver? No. I have come to the conclusion that she's going to live her life how she always has, and it's going to be on her terms, and fuck what anyone else has to say or think about the whole situation. Also, having worked as a home care hospice nurse, I know what to expect. And having been around nursing homes and convalescent homes and stuff like that, as both my profession and just volunteer status, I know what I was expecting to see, and I think it's hitting my sister a little bit harder because she's never really had to deal with death and dying, nor taking care of anyone in a convalescent kind of way. And so she went back down the day after we got home, and is staying the next week or two with her in her apartment. And I don't know what the plans are henceforward from that, but I think it's just her trying to make peace with the situation and peace with the fact that, um, for all intent and purpose, we are going to be orphans at that point. Her father has passed away, or the man that she believed to be her father passed away. He passed away in 2003, just a couple of months before our house burned down. And so now with our biological mom walking out the door, it's going to be very difficult for her. And, it's possibly going to be difficult for me also, because, I don't know who the person is going to be after she's gone. Like for myself, I know who I am while she's alive. I don't know who I'm going to be once she passes. And there might be some trauma there. There might be some things that I have to deal with on my own. But as of right this minute at 5:09 p.m. on February 27th, 2025, I feel okay with her passing. When I left her, I gave her a hug and she gave me a kiss, and I said, I'll see you next time. And I just left her like that, and she said, I love you. And I said, you too. And just kind of left it as is, It's hard parenting a parent who's never parented you, and I know you guys have heard me say that multiple times and are probably tired of me even utilizing that phrase, but it's true. And it is whatever. So Sunday night when I got home, I just kind of fell into a stupor and just had to completely shut my brain off, and my insomnia has been kicking my ass lately. So even though I was dead ass tired from the 5.5 hour car ride home, it was still one of those things that I was just like, I can't shut down. So I talked to a friend on Facebook Messenger. We called each other and we talked for a little over 5 hours. So it was kind of nice just to be able to disassociate from the whole situation going on and just have some funny, goofy conversation. The ride down to Oregon was really nice, and it felt like we got there quick, fast, and in a hurry. And having made that trip now probably 15 different times in the 16 years that I've lived here in Washington, there's things that I have, like landmarks that I recognize, and it's just like, oh, okay, yeah, it's been a while since I've seen that. Wow, they changed the color of that building. Oh wow, this building wasn't even here the last time I was down here. And so I woke up Saturday morning just feeling really great about things and just in a hyper good mood. And but the hotel room that we had, oh my god, it was phenomenal. Like, it had this beautiful living room, a little dining room kitchenette, and then the bedroom was a king size bed with 2 closets, and then an ensuite bathroom. And just being able to take a nice hot shower after being on the road all day long and just getting that grime off of you. Like, anyone who's ever done any traveling knows the traveling grime that you build up. So I really do have to say, though, that was the best part of the entire trip, was just being able to walk into the shower, take that nice long hot shower that I did, and let everything just kind of melt away. And honestly, if I could find an apartment like that somewhere where I live that I could afford, I would be living in it like damn near instantly, because it was that fabulous. So anyways, yeah, Monday I didn't go to do any of my regular YMCA type stuff. I just needed an extra day to kind of chill out and relax. And I also had a therapy appointment that day, and so we didn't really cover a lot of what I wanted to cover and needed to cover. We just kind of talked about everything going on in my life with the biological mom and like some of the other issues. And I made it abundantly clear again that next time that we got together, me and the therapist, that we really needed to stick to some kind of schedule with like maybe a 15-minute check-in with one another, and then at 15 minutes her saying, okay, well, now do you want to continue to talk about this, or do you want to get into the actual therapy session or what have you? So I think that's going to be good to initiate that, because I can sit there and just talk about the color blue for 27 days and never have anything be repetitive or be like just run out of things to say. So that's kind of nice. Wednesday I had my ART therapy session where I went and I met with the advanced resolution therapy provider, and I absolutely love her. Like, we hit it off instantly. I just felt like we clicked. So I'm gonna be really kind of excited and open to how those therapies worked out. And she addressed each and every one of my concerns, each and every one of my issues, and even also gave me a diagnosis that I have never had before. And she said, you know, a lot of what you are talking about sounds like DID, which is dissociative identity disorder. It used to be more commonly known as multiple personality disorder. And it's not something that I ever thought that I had, but just talking to her, she said, you know, a lot of what you have told me in this hour that we were together leads me to believe that you do have ADHD, and that you also have DID and possibly mild autism. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not trying to be all autistic or whatever. Not that, you know, but the thought words. The fact that she thinks that I possibly have DID and kind of threw out that like little autism thing was like, I don't know that I'm autistic. Again, it's not my wheelhouse, not something that I've studied in my mental health or whatever. But I was just like, okay, you know, I'm willing to hear this. I'm willing to understand this. And she said a lot of people with DID also have the IFS, which is the internal family structure. And for those of you who didn't catch either the video or one of the podcasts where I talked about IFS, internal family structure is where you kind of create these personas in your head. So it's not on the level of like Sybil Shepherd, where she had 17 distinct personalities and she would slip from one person into another person or whatever else. But for me, there are the quintessential voices in the head, and I talked about this on like around August, September of this last year, where in the midst of my depression, I heard a new voice say, "Why don't you grab that razor blade and run it across the back of your skin? It'll make you feel better." And like all of us, air quotes, all of us, turned and was like, "Who the fuck are you? I've never heard this voice before." It was someone that I didn't recognize. And again, I know for people who do not understand mental health, it's going to be kind of like out there, but like me and the foundational IFS all turned and was like, "No, you're not allowed to be here." And that logistical side of me came out and like snapped me out of depression. And that's when I started doing the cold plunges and stuff like that, is because it was satiating that need to hurt myself. But I was hurting myself in such a way that it was becoming beneficial, because there was a lot of health benefits to the cold plunging. As of right now, I haven't cold plunged in about 2 months, and I am really missing it, and really missing the routine of getting up and quite literally freezing my ass off. And it might have to be one of those things that I start doing on Wednesdays, when I have really nothing much to do. But yeah, it's so having these new kind of like clinical diagnosis and these terms flying around, it's like, okay, well, I never assumed that the did was something that I had going on. I've always had the different voices or the different characters in my head, which is a trauma response during your developmental years and stuff like that. So like, say you are told that you can't be a certain way growing up, like, so if every time that you are angry or upset or whatever, your parents told you, knock it off, I'll give you a reason to be sad, or I'll give you a reason to cry, or whatever else, so you learn how to internalize that response, so that you don't show it, because it's now a negative. And yeah, it gets very complicated very quickly, and it's like that whole onion layer thing. So very interesting, very like, okay, that's got some to it. But today, I got together with my friends and we did our little workout or whatever, and then afterwards, we went to me and one of my other friends, we went to a thrift store and did a little bit of shopping and found a few things. And I came home and crawled into bed, just because I was a little kind of exhausted and just needing that couple of minutes to rest and recharge. But so yeah, here I am. Here's the podcast for today. I am going to be going to the bar here in a little while to just kind of hang out with some friends. Thursday is open mic night, so I thought that I would go and check out the open mic night and listen to some music and just be around some friends. And don't really have much of a plan for this weekend, but yeah, so that's pretty much it. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right now. But if you have any questions, comments, concerns, put them in the comments section down below, or shoot me an email, hellocupcakeitsme@gmail.com. and make sure that you tune in for the Saturday video. And until then, I will talk to y'all later. Bye, guys.
Hey everyone, did you know that there is a new exciting book coming out by the aspiring author Michael Peterson, called Carpe Diem Scroto 365 Daily Affirmations? This book is a daily affirmation workbook that has mental health writing prompts to help you navigate your day better. With funny and witty plain English humor, you will find prompts that ask you things like talk about a time that you needed support and didn't have it. What did you do to support yourself, and what tips and suggestions would you have for others who may be going through something similar? Each day, the affirmations help to reframe things so that you can get the best out of your day. And at the end of the day, there is a journaling section to write about the day's exploits. If you would like to learn more about this fabulous book, please visit the website www.cdsthebook.com. Again, that website is www.cdsthebook.com. If you have a podcast, radio show, or would like to book Michael for an engagement, or have him on your show, please send an email to cdsbook@gmail.com or look for the media kit and other booking information on the website.
Thank you so much for tuning in. You have been listening to Hello Cupcake, It's Me, a podcast with your host Michael Peterson. Please make sure to check back often as new episodes are released bi-weekly. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to send a message to hellocupcakeitsme@gmail.com. And until next time, stay happy, safe, and keep doing the best you can with what you have been given.